If you have stumbled onto my channel, it's probably pretty safe to say that you're a fan of wristwatches, which probably means you enjoy watch spotting as much as I do. So today I'm going to take you watch spotting with Burt Binghard, and we're going to do a reaction video to Bert Kreischer's Rolex watches. So in general, I'm not a huge admirer of celebrities. I think most of the time they're pretty goofy and somewhat tone deaf. However, I do somewhat enjoy seeing what people with unlimited amounts of money would buy, specifically when it comes to wristwatches. But I do actually think that you can maybe glean some value in celebrity watch spotting, because after all, celebrities have paid image consultants. And so you can sometimes use that as inspiration for what type of wristwatch you should get. So in today's watch spotting episode, we're gonna watch a short clip from the Flagrant podcast featuring comedians Andrew Schulz and Akash Singh as they sit and interview Bert Kreischer. All right, so let's see what we got.
Well, yeah, you said I'll only come back. You said I'll only come back if I'm the only one wearing 2 Rolexes.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, that's Wakanda too?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, what is with the 2 fucking Rolexes?
All right, so for a long time now, I have been strongly against the double wristing. I find that it's actually really difficult to avoid looking like a douchebag when you're wearing 2 watches at once, especially 2 high-end watches like 2 Rolexes.
I didn't even notice it. That's so crazy.
I didn't even know. Oh, is that what's happening right now? My arms are fully loaded.
See Exhibit A.
You know, I figure if you're promoting a special called Razzle Dazzle.
No, that's a good ass point.
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle? What?
That's
No,
a good ass
seriously.
point.
I was with Cigar yesterday. He was throwing this one away, so I just picked it up, and
Really?
he was like, "I'm done with it," and I was like,
Now,
"Okay."
I do have a question about how you're wearing them,
Yeah.
because I do kind of like watches.
Ooh, and what's Andrew wearing? So I know that Andrew Schulz is a watch guy. That almost looks like a Vacheron 222 in yellow gold. So it's hard to see on my cell phone, but if so, that's a very nice piece. Very cool. Any guy that has a yellow gold Vacheron 222, you know that he's a watch guy. That's a really cool piece.
I love.
This is valid.
Now,
This is
this
valid.
Rolex here
Yes.
is made for left-handed people so you can wear it in your right hand.
So it seems like our boy Schultz might be a little bit of a watch fan. So that's true. The left-handed GMT Master 2, or what's sometimes called the Destro GMT, was made for left-handed people.
Now, here's what's interesting.
Okay.
That's not accurate,
Well, you tell me.
because I bought this yesterday.
Okay.
We were in Vegas yesterday, so and I
Okay.
were doing a thing at the MGM.
I like how he name drops his boy Tom Segura there.
Yeah.
This is the new thing. It's a throwback. They're doing this all year.
And which side is it
But
on?
it's for left-handed people, yes, but they're doing this on all the watches now.
That's not true. It's only on that watch.
no,
right
no,
there.
no. Is it-
You got lied to.
So I don't know if he was lied to or if he just maybe misunderstood. So it's not correct that all of the Rolex watches are going to have the left-hand drives for the year. There are some rumors within the watch collecting community that Rolex might discontinue the left-handed drive GMT Master 2. Sometimes people refer to it as the Sprite or the Destro GMT. So the insider rumor is that Rolex might do a short run on the Destro GMT, only having it out for a year, and then they might discontinue it. There have been some leaks that suggest that Rolex is going to be having this green and black colorway GMT Master 2 offered in a standard right-hand drive, where the crown is on the right side of the case. So I wonder if the sales rep that was talking to Bert was maybe suggesting that they are only doing the left-hand drive for the year, and then Rolex is going to be discontinuing it. Now, if Rolex does that, that is going to make the demand for the left-hand drive or the Destro GMT probably go through the roof if they never bring it back again. Anytime Rolex comes out with a unique watch where the actual manufacturing numbers are low for a short run, those ones oftentimes become collector's pieces in the distant future.
No. Hold on, because I sat on
That's a
I sat on
fake
a plane.
Rolex.
I sat in a plane.
They
with a
haven't
dude.
announced the new Rolexes until like next week.
Yeah, this
I don't
is
think.
last year's.
So our boy Akash seems to also be a pretty big watch fan because he recognizes that Rolex is about to release some new watches at next week's Watches and Wonders. Watches and Wonders is a big annual trade show, so there tends to be a lot of buzz within the watch collecting community because you tend to see some watch lines that are discontinued and then a lot of brands introduce new pieces.
Yeah.
No, this is. I just got it yesterday.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
but that
Today
doesn't
we're-
mean
yeah, yeah.
they didn't make
hold on,
it and
hold
then
on.
give it to
Call
you.
Cigarette, call Cigarette.
We're in this year. We're in this year right now. Okay? We're in this year right now.
You see, Omega fans aren't like this. I don't know what it is about Rolex fans where they are just so clueless about watches.
What I'm trying to say is this could work perfectly because you just take the Daytona and you put it on your left.
Yeah.
Then you
right?
take
And
the
then you take this
Starbucks.
one on the right.
Yeah.
And then everything is gold and it fits perfect and it works great.
Yeah.
No, I really fucked this up.
Yeah.
So I guess if you were going to commit the fashion faux pas and wear two watches at once, it might kind of make sense to get two watches that maybe look somewhat similar on the wrist, that maybe have somewhat of a similar pattern bracelet, that would also have different complications. If you were gonna wear two watches at once, I actually think that a Rolex Daytona, which has oyster links and polished center links, and then a GMT Master 2, which also has the option of having polished center links, those actually might somewhat match together. And then on that Destro GMT, you could wear that on your right hand and it would be able to tell you multiple time zones. And then on your left hand, I guess you could have a Daytona, which would give you the chronograph complication. Now, if the watch is a little bit too big for you and the crown digs into your hand, I guess I could see you kind of swapping those and wearing the Daytona on your right and the Destro GMT on your left, so you have the crowns actually pointing up your arm. Maybe it wouldn't rub on the back of your hand. But for the average adult male, they're not gonna have a problem wearing the Daytona and the GMT Master 2. Those are actually really good watch case sizes that fit most people just fine. But honestly, I think it's probably best to just choose one for the day and wear that and be happy.
Because how on earth are you going to fix that
Yeah.
while it's on even?
So this is actually a common mistake. People will sometimes try to actually adjust the watch while it's on their wrist. And I would actually caution you against trying this because when you do unscrew the crown, trying to manipulate the crown while it's on your wrist can cause undue pressure to the actual crown stem. The reason why on a right-handed watch, the crown and date wheel are gonna be to the right side of the case is so that when you take the watch off to adjust it, or when you pick the watch up in the morning to adjust it, your dominant hand is the one that's actually manipulating the crown, which makes sense. Now, the reason why it makes sense to have a 3 o'clock date window position for a right-handed person is that if you are going to check the time, you don't have to actually pull the sleeve all the way up over your watch. You can very discreetly look down, see the time, and let your sleeve slide back over the watch. So while it might kind of seem like common sense, I don't really agree with Schultz's point there.
No, I didn't even say it when I bought it yesterday. They were explaining that this
Yeah.
is a thing they're doing this year.
But be honest, you didn't listen. You were just like, give me the fucking
I
rope.
did not. I don't even know what one this is called. I didn't even know what the one is called. And by the way, I didn't even pick it out. We're being real serious.
Check to see if they're on different times. Hold on.
Of course they're on different.
Yeah. But that way it's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
I might make an exception for like a world leader or someone that's really that important, but to be honest, with the invention of GMT watches, and there's so many watches that can tell you multiple time zones, such as a world timer, people also have cell phones on them, so I don't really know that there's that much of a need to wear two wristwatches at once.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Cheers to that, baby!
Yeah.
The motherfucking man.
I didn't even pick it out. I walked in and they go, Christine's picked your watch out. It's waiting for you. I said, which one am I getting? He goes, you'll see. And she had picked it out. She just had it over to the side. She goes, that's the one you're getting. And I went, I love it.
I think you should buy the watch that you want, not the watch that your wife wants for you.
Wait, Daytona, my favorite place. That's perfect.
Oh no, this one my wife got me for my birthday.
That's a great
that's
fucking
the
gift.
That's the gangster.
Yeah, the Panda Daytona is a pretty baller watch. I do have to admit that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question though that relates to your wife, because obviously you've got all these amazing things going on. Your fucking tour looked crazy. I want to talk about all of it. Okay, but
Yeah.
the movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have this movie based on The Machine.
All right, so well done, fellas. That is today's episode of Watch Spotting with Birbinghard. Let me know what you guys think of Bert's watches. Is it okay to double wrist? Did he have the watches on the wrong wrist? And what do you guys think of Andrew Schultz's watch? Until next time, wear your watches.
me weak.